What's going on, guys? Dr. Brute7 signing in, back with an emulation testing video on the Nintendo Switch. Now here I'll be showcasing some of the games for the PlayStation Portable emulator. If you want to know how to install and set up the emulator on your jailbroken Switch, make sure to follow the tutorial that I'll be posting either on the description or on the video right now. The emulator comes in two modes. One is the GL and another is the GL2, GLES2 to be more precise. In order to run graphics and processor intensive games like God of War or Spider-Man 3 or GTA games, use the GLES2 version. And before running the emulator, always make sure to do a title override, which means that you need to access full RAM mode. If you do not do that, you're going to run into an error code. Now let's get into the God of War Ghost of Sparta and see how well the game runs. So I'll be talking about the settings in a bit, but let me describe the performance of the game. So here we are on the main screen. Before making those changes, the main screen was very laggy and the sound was choppy, which was not a good experience. I managed to get that thing fixed, and also the game runs pretty fine after making those changes. Now I'm just going to show you guys the cinematics a bit, so let's just go ahead and do that.
The relentless battles had finally brought him here. Ares was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal existence still haunted.
So the cinematics are running at full speed, and yeah, so it's running pretty flawlessly. There's no graphics or texture tearing or pop-ups or any of that sort. No screen flickering. The sound quality is also great. So let's just step right into the gameplay. So expect a little bit of choppiness here and there because obviously it's emulating the environment of the native console. Just expect a little bit of lagging here and there. However, as you can see, I don't know if you can understand, but the game is running pretty well. There's a little bit of sound lagging or choppiness, I would say. So this usually happens if there's like lots of things going on screen, like too many enemies or too many animations, then it will get a little bit choppy. Now I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of how the game is running before heading right into the settings. So another thing that you guys need to understand is that it doesn't matter how much FPS you're getting. You might get 30 or 40 FPS, but if the speed percentage is low, then you are going to get a bad or choppy experience. So at this moment you can notice that the game is running flawlessly. So expect, like I've said, a little bit of choppiness here and there when there's too many activities going on screen. However, with the current settings that I have made, you won't face those a lot. Okay, before getting more into the game, I just want to show you guys the settings. So I'm going to go into the game settings, and here I'm going to start from the top. So the backend is set to OpenGL, mode is set to buffered rendering. Do not even change this because it's going to mirror the texts and the game on screen. You're going to see everything reversed. Simulate block transfer effects, that checkbox has been selected. Frame skipping, the value has been set to 5. I have set the value to 5 because if you set the values to any more higher than 5, then you're going to experience a little bit of choppiness. I don't like that because it's creeping the frames. The higher the value, faster the frames are being skipped, which will lead to a choppy experience. Frame skipping type I've set to % of FPS. Auto frame skip, I have checked this box. Alternative speed has been set to unlimited. Now alternative speed too, just set it to unlimited. However, if you're going to face any kind of issues like when you're going to get into the cinematics, the screen will freeze or something like that, it's better that you disable it. So under the features section, post-processing shader has been set to off. Full screen obviously has been enabled. Now under performance, rendering resolution set to auto 1:1. Buffer graphics command, I have set it up to 2. Hardware transform, software skinning, vertex cache, all these 3 checkboxes have been activated, followed by these 3 checkboxes which are not activated. Spline Bezier curves quality, I have set it to low. Texture scaling, upscale level set to auto. Upscale type XBRZ, and deposterize checkbox hasn't been checked. Texture filtering, anisotropic filtering set to 2x. Texture filtering set to auto. Screen scaling filter set to linear. Lower resolution for effects, I've set it to off, and all these FPS counters and stuffs, they don't matter. It depends on your preference. These are the game settings for the current game, which is God of War Ghost of Sparta. Now I am just going to showcase the game a little bit and then wrap up the video. So now we are in one of the cinematics. As you can see, the game is running smooth and flawlessly. Let's see how well the game runs with such a big boss on screen. Oh shit, I fucked it up. I will try this one more time before wrapping up the video. Okay. Oh shit, that was it for this one. If you did find this video informative and helpful, please make sure to drop in a like and subscribe. I'm going to perform this the third time. Third time's the charm. Okay, so far so good. Fuck, man. You know what? Whatever, man. Whatever. I play way better than this. Just don't get fooled by this. Fuck. Shit. You know what? I'm just gonna end this. Please stay tuned for more upcoming tutorials and impressions and, you know, testing, emulation testing videos like this. And yeah, Dr. Root 7 signing off. Peace.